Hey, listen up. I don't know if they get any easier in the National Football League than that one right there. 45-15, the Dolphins cruise to the win on the road. And look, we said it coming in. They're heavy favorites, but you still got to go out and execute. And by my opinion, this might have been the best display of Dolphins football since early in the season, maybe going all the way back to week 3 in that dominating win at home over the Broncos. But 45-15, and frankly, it didn't feel that close. The Dolphins jumped out to a 17-0 lead. Third play from scrimmage really set the tone. A 78-yard bomb from Tua Tagovailoa to Tyreek Hill. One of 2 60-plus yard touchdown receptions from Tyreek Hill. He was incredible. You see the numbers there. 5 receptions, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So only the 5 catches for the Cheetah, but boy, did he do some damage. It's his 8th game of the season going over 100 yards. Well on pace for that crazy 2,000-yard goal he set for himself at the beginning of the season. And look at the stat line for Tua Tagovailoa. It's clean. What did we say all week? We want to see the Dolphins take care of the football. And for the first time in over 8 weeks, the Dolphins won. That's right. They won the turnover battle. That makes me a happy man. And you see it culminating with the blowout, lopsided win, 45-15. Just great stuff there. And the cherry on top, great to see De'Von Achane back in the lineup. He and Raheem Mostert both did a great job between the tackles. De'Von Achane was able to pick up a number of yards late in that fourth quarter as the Dolphins were running out the clock, but he finishes with 17 carries for 73 yards and the 2 touchdowns. Great to see there from De'Von Achane. And defensively, Sam Howell, look, for the Commanders' offense, he was the leading passer as far as yards coming into this game, and the Dolphins defense shut him down. 12 of 23, 127 yards. The 1 interception you see right there, a pick 6, and I can't believe it took me this long to give a shout-out to Andrew Van Ginkel, who played a whale of a game, had a sack, broke up a pass at the line of scrimmage, and of course, the pick 6. Shout out to Andrew Van Ginkel, who we knew his number would be called upon to fill in for the injured Jalen Phillips, just like he did early in the season, and AVG turned in one of his best games, maybe even his best game of the season, which you'll love to see. He had the touchdown on the screen pass, he had the pass breakup and the sack, and was active all game long, making impactful contribution after impactful contribution. So, I've got a lot of reactions to this game, but as best you can, I need you, as we always do on Dolphins Today, to sum it up with a one-word reaction to this game, a 45-15 win for the Commanders. Give me your one-word reaction in the comments. My one-word reaction, finally, we've seen what this Dolphins team looks like when they put together excellent play and execution on both sides of the ball. Because it felt like beginning of the season, it was always the offense. We were talking about this generationally good offense, the greatest show on surf, and it was all true. Then they hit a little bit of a rough patch. That's when the defense kicked it into gear. You get Jalen Ramsey back. Things start clicking under first-year defense coordinator Vic Fangio. And today, in Week 13, it culminated all together. You had a clean game on offense. The defense was opportunistic and forced some turnovers. You saw the big play capabilities that this offense has. And when the defense needed to make plays, they did, and it all turned into a blowout victory, which again, 45-14, it was a snooze fest. If you're a Washington Commanders fan, half the stadium was empty by halftime. The Dolphins went up 17-0 and really never looked back. So just a total team effort, and for that, I say finally, but also in a more serious note, I say kudos to the Miami Dolphins. 9-3 on the season. It's their best start since 2001. Now, it's the National Football League, and unfortunately, that means there's going to be some injuries. The latest on Jerome Baker. Early in the game, he left with a knee injury on kind of a fluke play as he was chasing down a Commanders player with the football, and a player for the Dolphins came sidewinding into the knee, sent him flying, and it was just a really tough collision at the goal line. You feel for Jerome Baker, but no further update on his status yet other than he left the game and was ruled out pretty much immediately with that knee injury. So we'll keep you up to date. That's why you subscribe to the channel. As soon as we know anything, we'll have another video out for you. Dolphins Today is your one-stop shop for all the Dolphins injury news, Dolphins watch parties, live shows, wall-to-wall coverage of the Aqua and Orange, and we'll be wishing the best for Jerome Baker, a crucial component to the middle of that defense. He's played so well all season, one of the top-rated linebackers on Pro Football Focus, does so much for the Aqua and Orange on defense, so we'll certainly be wishing him the best. Now, with that said, got to give a shout-out to Duke Riley, who came in replacement of Jerome Baker and played really well. Again, it was a total team effort. Offense played well. Defense played really well, and that just culminates with a blowout victory for the Finns to move to 9-3. You love to see it. You know what else you love to see? You love to see the generous support of Factor, one of today's proud presenting sponsors. Shout out to Factor all the way on this one, you guys. I freaking love Factor. I had the Chipotle pork chop the other night, and my goodness, it was fantastic. So tender, so juicy, the flavor. Chef's kiss. But as you know, this holiday season, things get busy, and you're still probably looking for nutritious, convenient meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. And guess what? You're in luck, because Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, and they can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, fresh, never frozen, ready-to-eat meals delivered, let me say that again, delivered straight to your door. So you'll save time, you'll eat well, and you'll stay on track with your healthy lifestyle, all while tackling your busy, busy holiday to-do list. So if you're like me, you're busy, Factor is the meal delivery service for you. It's simply second to none. So head to factormeals.com/FinsChat50 and use that code FinsChat50 to get 50% off. That's crazy. They're offering you 50% off. One more time, that's factormeals.com/FinsChat50 and use code FinsChat50 to get 50% off. And you know the drill. We love you and we care about you. So we'll put the link in the description of today's video. That's FinsChat50 to get your 50% off at factormeals.com/FinsChat50. All right, lots to take away from a blowout win like this, and I try not to get too high, too low. You guys know me, but I feel really, really good about today's performance from the Aqua and Orange. And I'll start with offense, because what do we say? We want to go in on the road and punch this team in the mouth, and the Dolphins did exactly that. And it starts with the leader of the offense, Tua Tagovailoa. Look at the numbers, 18 of 24, 280 yards, and the 2 touchdowns. Awesome stuff there. And again, they set the tone right from the jump. They didn't let an inferior team like the Commanders stick around and have any hope of winning this game. It was 17-0 after the first quarter, 24-7 after the interception in return for the touchdown by AVG. So you get the point. This Dolphins team came ready to play, and I think the offense might officially be back. You get Raheem Mostert doing his thing with the 1 touchdown. You get De'Von Achane doing his thing on the ground. And don't even get me started, the Tyreek Hill, the cheetah. Reek is a freak. That guy was unbelievable today. 2 60-plus touchdown catches. He stretches the defense. He's a matchup nightmare. There's not a corner in the world that can cover Tyreek Hill. 5 receptions, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, and you see the long there. The 78-yarder to set the tone and really show the Commanders what they were up against this game and that they had no chance. And in fact, a 45-15 win. Tyreek Hill, a huge part of that. So I'm calling the Reek a freak, as well as the cheetah, because he's the fastest player in the NFL. We all know that. Now, a problem for the defense is Andrew Van Ginkel. And we knew his name would be called upon in a big spot, because shout out to Jalen Phillips, heart and soul of this defense. Tough injury, blew out the Achilles, gone for the remainder of the season. So you knew it was going to be up to AVG to set that edge, be an edge rusher, put pressure on the opposition, and he did exactly that. He had the sack early in the game and then read the screen pass brilliantly, intercepted it, and took it back to the house. That's what you love to see. Game-changing plays from Andrew Van Ginkel. Shout out AVG. He was a menace for the opposition here this afternoon against the Commanders, and just further proof that the Dolphins are equipped to still be a solid defense. And yes, it hurts losing Jalen Phillips, but AVG is the man for the job to step in and fill those big shoes left behind by Jalen Phillips. And last but certainly not least, you guys knew I wouldn't leave this one out here. It just brings so much joy. I hope my hair is not gray anymore. I'm not pulling my hair out because the Dolphins are turning the ball over. In fact, I'm just completely screaming for joy and in complete jubilation because the Dolphins won the turnover battle, right? We've been calling on it for weeks. They took care of the football. They forced turnovers. What a wonderful combination, and it results in a 45-15 win. So tremendous total team effort all the way around. And other than the unfortunate Jerome Baker injury, you walk away from this one feeling really, really good about the Aqua and Orange. And yes, it's an inferior opponent, but winning on the road in the National Football League, never easy. You still got to go out there, execute, and take care of business. And that's exactly what the Dolphins did today. So I've given you my takeaways. I want to know from you, what is your biggest takeaway from this game? There's a lot. Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching Dolphins Today. Shout out to everybody that's been with us from day one. We're always welcoming new subscribers, so do so now if you like what you see. YouTube.com/Dolphins News. Join the party. Join the Aqua and Orange. It's always a good time. Dolphins win 45-15. They're off to their best start since 2001. First place in the AFC East at 9-3. One more time. Tua has a big day. Tyreek has a big day. The defense plays its tails off, and the Dolphins win this one 45-15.